everybody this afternoon. I am Nancy Rakoff, Executive Director of the Marin Museum of Contemporary Art. And I am so thrilled to welcome you to the private opening of 50 Faces, the incredible collection of 50 contemporary portraits, mosaic portraits, made by the students of the Scuola Musicisti di Friuli.
Ooh la la!
You're in for a treat tonight. You're going to learn about mosaics, you are going to see the mosaics, you are going to meet the leaders, both American and from Italy, who have brought this show together. You're going to hear from the artists, you're going to learn a little bit about the technique, and it's going to be a great experience. And I wanted to let you know that this is not the museum. So why are we here? The reason we're here is because the Italian heritage community in Marin has come together so strongly to support this exhibit that we had to move you all because we didn't have enough seating next door. But as soon as the remarks are over, we will direct you next door and you'll be able to see the artwork and enjoy wines and appetizers from the region. As we get started tonight, I would very much like to thank this large community of supporters, foundations, and very generous donors, starting with our presenting sponsor, that is Brad Dillon of Carson Wealth Management. Brad, would you raise your hand? Brad's here tonight. Investment management company in San Rafael. It's a nationwide firm. They use plain language to develop effective strategies for individual investors, and I encourage you to try to meet Brad tonight and thank him for his generosity. I also would like to thank Jim and Joy Phoenix and Fenwick West Foundation. Jim and Joy, there they are. Very generous contributors, along with Milagro Foundation, and Shelley Brown is their executive director. Shelley, are you here? There she is. Shelley, thank you so much for being here. I would like to thank our sponsor, Dimensions in Travel, owned by Diana St. James, based here, right here in Novato. Diana is right there, just coming in. Thank you, Diana. Our board member and a collector in her own right is Robin Eber, and Robin is a very generous supporter of our exhibitions, and Robin is going to be here soon. Okay, and then to wrap this up, the Fogola Furlan Club of Northern California, its president is Luca Lodolo. You will meet him tonight. Luca is right over there. And he's responsible for all the wine and appetizers you will experience next door. Wrapping this up, I want to thank Servino Restaurant and also the Cristoforo Colombo Club of Marin with George Silvestri. Is George here? There's George, all right. 50 Faces collection includes several local luminaries in addition to a global view of artists and musicians and actors. Some of the local celebrities include Robin Williams. And Robin is represented tonight by members of his family. And I see Susan Schneider-Williams, his widow, and her mother, Diane, with us tonight. Would you just raise your hands and thank you. Thank you for being here tonight, and you will be meeting the artist that actually did Robin's portrait. So that's a very special occasion for you. Now, most of you are here because you know the incredible community builder, Lido Cantarutti. Lido is our MC tonight, and he requires no introduction, but I want to share two fun facts about Lido. Did you know that in 2007, he made his film acting debut as Pope Urban VIII. Yes. Can't you just see him with the hat and the mitre? Yep, there he is on the History Channel's production of Galileo, so that's pretty cool. And also in 2015, the Italian government gave him a very special knighthood, which is titled the Commendatore dell'Ordine di Merito della Repubblica Italiana. director of the film festival for 43 years.
Buonasera a tutti, and welcome to the opening of this spectacular new exhibit, this mosaic art exhibit called 50 Faces. This exhibit is being presented by MoCA, I love that nickname, in collaboration with the Associazione Naonis and the Italian Film Festival here in Marin. And is coming to you directly from Italy's region of, write this down, it's going to be on the quiz, Friuli, Venezia Giulia. Thank you. And the Scuola Mosaicisti of Spilimbergo, a great town, a jewel of a town, Spilimbergo. It's very nice. I encourage you all to go there. Now, because I think not many people know where the Friuli is, and we have spared no expense here, folks. We have spared no expense. We have on the board, there's a picture of Italy, and up in the upper right-hand corner, you see our region, Friuli, Venezia Giulia. To the north, you have Austria, and to the east, you have Slovenia. That's where we are. A beautiful landscape, beautiful food, and the best part we have wonderful people. Yeah. Yes, we do. So come and see us. We want to encourage tourism to our area. My cousins want the money too. I want to thank you all for coming tonight for this special evening, and thanks to all of our special guests who honor us tonight with their presence. So many friends I see out here from the Italian Film Festival. Are you here from the Italian Film Festival? Anybody from the Italian Film Festival? Nobody? 1, 2, 3. You all buy tickets. That's a pretty good show too. It's just down the road about 5 miles or something like that. It's going to debut tomorrow night. It's at the Showcase Theater. 8 new and very entertaining Italian films. So come and see us there too. This show you're about to see represents among the most beautiful current creations in art, in this art form, for which the Italians are uniquely famous. If you've ever been to Palermo, and Marilena, you were just in Palermo, were you not? Did you go? No? Close. But if you've been to Palermo, you'll see the Cathedral of Monreale with lots of beautiful mosaic art. Very beautiful. And many other places throughout Sicily as well. And you will see also in Rome, at the Vatican of course, much wonderful mosaic art exhibited there. And then of course, at Piazza San Marco in Venice. The cathedral is loaded with gorgeous, Father, you've seen it I'm sure, gorgeous mosaics there. Stunning. What you will see this time are exhibits of portraits. Once again, beautifully done with those resources of stones and colored tiles. And with these colored glass tiles, to bring the fabulous images of the likes of Robin Williams, yes, Sophia Loren, it's okay with me, and Johnny Depp, and our own Santana. You'll see all of those portraits in the exhibit tonight. Wait till you see them, they're quite beautiful. As a special treat for tonight, I'm very pleased to let you know that we actually have 2 of the artists here who created these pictures. 2 of them have come all the way from Italy. They just arrived. This is their first time in America, by the way. So I'm asking you to reach out to them and make them feel welcome here in San Francisco and Marin County. Please let me ask Stan, Denise Dozon right here, and Deborah Franco, please. Welcome to the audience. We're very grateful to have you here tonight. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
You left from Venice and you came to San Francisco. I hope you had a good trip. And if you didn't, I'll talk to my son about that. At this time, I would also like to acknowledge and thank the outstanding director, executive director of MoCA, this beautiful museum that's right across the way here, Museum of Contemporary Art. Her name is Nancy Rakoff. You've met Nancy already here. Nancy. Oh, you're working again. I have to tell you this little story about my first meeting with Nancy. This is a true story. Well, we were going along, Luca and I, over here, trying to find a museum in San Francisco, the Bay Area, that would be interested in taking our exhibit. and we were not doing well. We were looking at places from Palo Alto to Windsor. No luck. So I was getting discouraged. I was down in the dumps. And a friend of mine named Jennifer, who was also here tonight, thank you, Jennifer, gave me the suggestion of mocha. What are you talking about, mocha? I have a coffee like that. She suggested that I call Nancy Rakoff and get an appointment, and I did. So I came to see Nancy, and I was really at the end of my rope. I thought, I was down in the dumps. I said, I don't know, we're not going to make it. But I'll go to this appointment, I'll be on time. It was a rainy day, and I was depressed. And I thought, well, I'll do this, but I'm probably going to fail again. So I showed up at the museum on time, and she was on time, of course. And she greeted me, hello, welcome. And I was really down, so I said, oh, hello. I was defeated. And she said, please come in to my office. I said, okay. And at that point, she said, wait a minute, hold it, stop. Stop everything. I said, what's happening? I know who you are. Oh my Lord, what does that mean? I said, well, she said, my husband and I come to the Italian Film Festival, and we love the Italian Film Festival. At which point my voice completely changed. And I said, well, all right, baby. We can do some dealing now. Let's sit down and make a deal. And then she said, you know, I like the pictures that you've shown me, because I had the album. I had the album pictures. I showed them to her, and she said, I would like to talk to our board. Tomorrow, the next day, I'll talk to them, and then I'll call you. Well, you know, people tell you they're going to call you, and they never do. The next morning at 9 o'clock, my phone was ringing, and I was sitting at my desk, and on that little screen, Ben, I could see who was calling, and I got very nervous. So I said, oh! This is Nancy. Hi, Nancy. I said, well, the board looked at the pictures, and they're very excited, and they are in support of the idea of hosting your exhibit here at the MoCA Museum. I was really thrilled. I was so thrilled. I tried to be cool about it, but I wasn't. I was pretty excited about it. Thank you very much. I'm so happy. And I put the phone down, and I got immediately on the phone with Luca and with Guglielmo, who's the curator right over here, to say, ragazzi, ce l'abbiamo fatta. We did it. We made it. We got a place. And at that point, we began working together. And I think I would like to tell you that this group, Nancy, Luca, Guglielmo, and I, this has been the best work team I have ever worked with in my entire life. Efficient, responsible, and pleasant to work with, and got everything done. So I've got a hand for our work team. Our work team. We really made it. So thank you very much, Nancy, for your collaboration. Excellent working relationship. I really appreciate that. Now I have some important people to introduce to you, some key people that I just mentioned, I referred to. One of them I have not yet told you about is Anna Maria Di Giorgio. She is the director of the Italian Cultural Institute in San Francisco. So, signore e signori, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and honor to introduce you at this time, Dr. Anna Maria Di Giorgio. Dr. Di Giorgio is the director of the Cultural Institute in San Francisco. It's important for us. Very important. Anna Maria, please, we need you bad. She is a native of the Abruzzo region, born in Pescara, and she has just returned from Italy following her recent marriage to Mario. And Mario is here too. Mario, dove sei andato? Mario says, but, oh, Mario, grande. To you, Mario, to Anna Maria, thanks for being here tonight and welcome to this event. Anna Maria has a stellar academic background at Rome's La Sapienza University. She has served in the cultural sector of the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs and was just promoted to her current position here in San Francisco just a few months ago. I can just tell you this, she has proven to be just terrific in her role. A great manager with a great outreach to the community, including the museum here, and including that little show down the road that I referred to, the Italian Film Festival. She's been great. Thank you very much for being there for us. With that, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce you at this time, signore e signori, Dr. Anna Maria Di Giorgio.
Buonasera. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mandi. I just heard Mandi. Mandi. As Lido said, I'm Anna Maria Di Giorgio. I'm really glad to share the stage with a man that I truly admire, Lido Cantarutti. I want to express my gratitude for the projects Lido has been carrying on for more than 40 years, promoting Italian culture with such catching enthusiasm in the United States. That's for us, it's really a gift. As father of Marin's Italian Film Festival, he has started a long-lasting tradition, gathering every year a large number of admirers of Italian cinema. The Italian Cultural Institute have been running during the last 9 months, has always been a proud partner of Lido. Our partnership this year is even stronger as we sponsor 50 Faces, an exhibition of the artwork of young mosaic artists coming from the Scuola Mosaicisti del Friuli. It is a big chance to introduce the American public to an excellence of Italian art. The school was born almost a century ago, founded in 1922, correct me if I'm wrong. It has since established itself as a reference point for the training of young apprentices and for the divulgation of the art of mosaic. That is why students from all around the world come to this school in Spilimbergo to learn the ancient art of mosaic. As you probably know, mosaic is a decorative technique that involves producing a picture or pattern by arranging together small colored pieces, tessere, made of hard materials such as stone, tile, glasses. The term derives, I really like this term because it derives from the Latin locution mosaicum opus, meaning work sacred to the muses, so very inspired work. And right during the Roman times, the technique spread and developed widely. Besides, this exhibition is a brilliant expedient to make the American public familiar with the Italian region of Friuli, no more here, but you saw it before, no, a beautiful area of northern Italy, full of attractions that deserve to be promoted and to be known. Aquileia is a wonderful small town. Thanks to its renewed fascinating cultural heritage, the city of the mosaic became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1998. One of the greatest appeals in Aquileia is the Basilica di Santa Maria Assunta, which preserves a beautiful example of Roman mosaic. It is the most ancient among the Christian ones and the biggest mosaic in the whole Western world. But that's far from all. The attractions that are worth to be seen in Friuli are countless. As a matter of fact, the area boasts 4 other UNESCO World Heritage Sites, namely Cividale del Friuli, the capital of the first Lombard in the Lombard Duchy. Can I say Duchy in English? Yeah? Sorry about that. Palmanova, star-shaped fortress of the late Renaissance built up by the Venetian Republic in 1593. Palù di Livenza, pile-dwelling site populated since the ancient Paleolithic. And last but not least, the enchanting Dolomites mountain chains. And how can we forget the enogastronomic excellence, among which I'd like to quote the well-known prosciutto San Daniele and some of the Italy's best wines. Luca, have you brought? Can we be so happy to? Yeah, okay. Oh wow! Bravo, Luca. Thank you so much. These are peculiarities that make Friuli an even more suggestive area. Back to the exhibit anyway, the theme that has been chosen for the exposure of Marin Mocha is that of the portrait, with the Hollywood celebrities involved, so to create a guiding thread between the Mocha's exhibit and the Italian Film Festival. You'll be able to admire 50 artworks portraying luminaries from all around the world, including 2 Italian icons, as Lido said, Sofia Loren and Roberto Benigni. As you will notice, the young artists' artworks blend tradition and innovation, building a bridge between the present and the past. As a matter of fact, the Scuola Mosaicisti del Friuli has always paid attention to contemporary trends, encouraging the studies, research, and using of the most innovative techniques. That's why we are so glad to host here 2 apprentices of the Scuola Mosaicisti del Friuli, Deborah and Denise from Udine and Pordenone. Yes. And we can't wait to hear something about their fantastic work and what it takes to realize such fascinating and complex artworks. I want to thank once again Lido Cantarutti, without whom the whole manifestation wouldn't have been possible, Marin Mocha and Ms. Franco, generous in making its room available to us the artworks of these young artists, Luca Lodolo, president of the Fogolar Furlan, Northern California, and Guglielmo Zanette, curator of the exhibition. Eventually, I take the opportunity to invite you all to the upcoming events organized by the Italian Cultural Institute in San Francisco, because next months are going to be packed with events. If I will be still alive in 2 months, we'll see there, I hope. If you'd like to participate, you can visit our website or Facebook page to stay up to date. In particular, I'd like to remind you that starting from October 21, we will celebrate the Week of the Italian Language in the World, while starting from November 18th, we will host many events as part of the Week of the Italian Cuisine in the World and Italian Culture with concerts and cinema. Not to be missed will be the exhibition Italian Excellence, Illustrators for Gianni Rodari, that was a very famous writer for children and young, that will take place at the Italian Cultural Institute at the beginning of December. I want you to thank for your kind attention and invite you to enjoy the stunning artworks of the young artists from the Scuola Musicisti del Friuli. Have a good evening and enjoy this exhibition. Thank you very much for your attention.
Grazie Anna Maria. Sei pronto, Guglielmo?
Sono quasi pronto.
Sei pronto? La corsa. At this time, it's my great pleasure to introduce Guglielmo Zanette, who's already here, the creator and curator of 50 Faces, this beautiful exhibit that you'll be seeing here tonight. Do we have a little video?
We do. It's Welcome to the Podium music.
Welcome to the podium. Oh, how wonderful. There you are. There's your welcome. This is the exhibit. Is it you? Ce ne va? No, una. There it is. Johnny Depp. Thank you very much. That's very nice. That's a preview for you. Thank you very much, Nancy, for that. Dr. Guglielmo Zanette is born and raised in Pordenone, provincial capital in the Friuli region. He has a rich and versatile background, professional background, educated in the Politecnico of Institute of Milano. Guglielmo is trained and experienced as an architect, and then as a filmmaker. And he's going to be making a big film now, a very big film on Aquileia, actually. And now as an art curator. Working as part of the Naone Cultural Association, he has brought his vision and his energy to make this fabulous 50 Faces exhibit possible, and to make it a reality for us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor and a pleasure to introduce Dr. Guglielmo Zanette!
Thank you so much. Because I'm Italian, if you don't mind, I would like to read my speech. But don't worry, it's a short speech. So, I'm very happy to be here today because one of my dreams, not the only one, because cinema is the other one, but in this moment, this is an American dream for me, to be here and to present all these works and the young artists. So I'm very glad that everybody's here. Also my friend Francesco Furlan on the back side is our lawyer. He gave us good advice to create this collection and to put together all the things, because it's not easy, bureaucracy to send things, you know, a lot of work. I would like to express my gratitude to all the people who have contributed to the realization of this exhibition. Unfortunately, I can't list them all, but let me give a special thanks to Nancy Redkop, Anna Maria Di Giorgio, Lido Cantarutti, and Luca Lodolo. They did an extraordinary work, and without them, we would not be here. That's true. Now, you may wonder how this dream, this collection, was born. 4 years ago, Naomi's, our cultural association in Italy, decided to embark on a new project called Mosaic Young Talent, a competition dedicated to promote our young artists graduated from the famous school, Mosaic School of Spilimbergo. we developed a competition for the third-year students of the school and a special award for the best mosaic portrait each year. We did a lot of presentation in Italy and Europe. The young artists took this project seriously, very seriously, and create wonderful portraits that you are going to see shortly. Every single work requires at least 3 months of hard work and big creativity. 45 young artists are the authors of the 50 Faces collection. They combined the old technique of the mosaic with innovation, new materials of our age, like plastic, metals, textile. In this sense, this collection represents something really unique in the contemporary art scene. This project was conceived with the mission to promote mosaic art and young artists in America, with the hope to find a permanent destination of these works in a private or a public space, where many people can, by that, rediscover this ancient form of art, which speaks to us in a modern language. You will see the works. When you look into the eyes of these icons of art, you can really connect with their soul and their life, which is often full of suffering, sometimes tragic, joy, different emotion, like ours. In the portraits, you will experience that the eyes are very much alive. They talk to you. Maybe through them, you can even find a connection with your own soul. So, the slogan of the exhibition could be also meeting yourself. That's it. Thank you so much. Now look a lot.
Bravo, Guglielmo. Look at Guglielmo's got the laptop here. Whoa, high-tech.
No, I'm not using the iPad.
Oh, okay. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you a name that you've already remembered, and that his name is Luca Lodolo. Luca Lodolo is, among other things, president of the Furlan, North California. Luca is a native of my home area of Udine in Italy, in the Friuli region. We consider it our capital. Officially it's not, but we consider it our capital. I remember reading that when the British came to Italy during World War II, and the British officers, Nigel and Nevin, and all those lovely guys, they could never pronounce our name right. And they kept saying, Udine. It's not Udine. It is Udine. And that's right. And Luca's a native of a very nice city, Udine. He's a graduate of electronic engineering from the University of Padua, or UP as we call it. Go UP! And he has a strong career in information technology here in California. He founded the local chapter of the Furlan, a regional cultural club. But above all, Luca, Marilena, listen to this now. Luca is an exemplary leader and motivator for our Friulian community. I am a big fan of his, and I greatly admire him for what he has done to create and promote awareness of our region of Italy. Thank you, Luca. He, along with Guglielmo and Nancy and I, are the ones, but they are the ones who inspired and made this beautiful exhibit possible. I'm very grateful to them. It is a great pleasure to me, for me, a personal pleasure, to introduce to you Dr. Luca Lodolo.
Hi, everybody. So, great honor to be here in front of you. I'm a little bit emotional. So, like Lido said, I have currently the privilege to serve as a president of the local chapter of the Furlan, North California. So, I would like to spend a little bit of time, to describe what is the organization is, what we do, and what it does, right? So the Footballer Furlan, North California. So let's analyze a little bit the name. North California, I think, doesn't need to be used. Right, everybody knows, right? North California, geographic basics at the elementary school. As far as the Footballer Furlan, basically, Footballer Furlans basically are associations that are spread all around the world, and they gather people from the three regions, from Udine, Pordenone, and Gorizia, those little provinces in the northeast of Italy, like you could see in the map, and is south of Austria and nearby the boundaries with Slovenia, a country that became famous in the last probably 3 years, especially in France, got a little bit well known for some other reasons. But the meaning of Footballer Furlan, let's talk about it. So Furlan is pretty straightforward because it's from the Friuli region, right? And Footballer is the most important part of this conversation, because Footballer is basically the fireplace. So, and in the old times when the communications and media were not spread, there were no Facebooks around the world, there were no text messages, communication, media, or whatever, not even newspapers. So basically that was the part of the reunion for the family, and tales were told by the grandparents or grandparents were telling kids, like, stories, what happened in the past, and they were like, all these traditions were passed from generation and generations. Or families, they were reuniting after, a long day at work, and sharing, what happened in the fields, like, in the agriculture area that the northeast of Italy is well known about it. So at the center of this, there was this fireplace where, there were meals cooked, very simple meals. And also, like, the fireplace was basically keeping the atmosphere nice and warm, right, within the family. So that was the story. So right now, the same concept basically applies to these groups, where basically we are reuniting all these people that, of course, like, with different objectives and different, experience, professional experience, so on and so forth. Like, basically they like to reunite together, and they want to, basically share their stories and experiences and remembering what happened in the past, and remember, like, the origins in the Northeast. So there are more than 150 Footballer Furlans. They are very big in some areas, like, Canada, Argentina, when big immigrations after World War II, like, started, and at that point they were extremely important, like, to reunite people, because that was the only point of connections. Right? So, and all the Footballer Furlans are basically part of the Ente Friuli nel Mondo. It's an association that basically controls and reorganizes, and basically is an entity that guarantees the collaboration across all the different groups, and also provide guidance about these initiatives, and is a great supporter, in particular, of the School of Mosaic of Spilimberg. So I think I talked about this and good enough. I think you got the concept, I hope. So I think they say that the final product, whatever it is, and I've been part of companies where, the final product, like, sometimes you carry it on your wrist, on your pocket, and you use it every day. So sometimes the product is not the most important thing, right? Sometimes it's the journey, right, that brings there. So today you see this beautiful exhibition of mosaics, but the most important thing for me has been the great talented people that have been working together for more than 1 year, like, Lido said, right? And especially, like, in the desperate moments when, we were seeking for a place, and Nancy came out. Thank you. And and I'm extremely thankful for all the team that work on this thing. That is an amazing thing, right? And the product, the exhibition, is excellent, by the way. So one thing that I need to mention also, like, there's a lot of people that work from the region, in particular, like, the Promo Turismo of Friuli Venezia Giulia. That's an entity that is part of the region and of the administration, and basically supported us by providing basically some products and delicacies of food that you will enjoy during the exhibition. So in particular, like, the Dr. Lucio Gomiero and his assistant Lara Bersello, that she coordinated all the deliveries from the region in order for having this beautiful reception today. So talking about the delicacies, before going there, so I can trigger a little bit of appetite, There will be basically two wineries that provided their wine, Aquila del Torre and Gardisciuta. So they are very well-known brands in the northeast of Italy. And the Friuli region is well known for amazing white wines, and also like for outstanding reds, also like with autochthonous grapes. You can do the spelling bee if you want about that term. That are typical from the region. So you will discover one, and it would be the Refosco, the red one, that is from very autochthonous grapes. Then there is what we call the soft frico, which consists of a wafer of shredded cheese and potatoes that is warm and served in slices, and that has been provided by Frico Savio. Then we have the Montasio cheese, something very delicate, typical aged cheese of the region. One unique thing is that we brought the pitina. Pitina is a kind of a ham that, it's a kind of salami that made of small meats and then put together. That is very typical. It's not salami that is sometimes produced everywhere in Italy, but is very unique from the northeast. So it's very unique taste. And of course, we couldn't have a celebration of the products of Friuli without, the prosciutto of San Daniele, from the town of San Daniele that is nearby, the city of Udine where I was born and raised. So, of course, there are, probably that there are different types of prosciutto. There's the prosciutto of Parma and the prosciutto of San Daniele. I'm not going to ask you which one is the best, okay? Because I already know the answer, okay? Don't worry about it. Okay. I think that's it, and that will be part of the, the event later, so I hope that you're going to enjoy that. And I want to just say thank you to everybody, and for this great attendance today. And I want just to say hello by saying Mandi. Mandi.
It is time to welcome you to the museum across the street. I'd like to ask you to be very careful as you're crossing, and the doors will be wide open, and you're welcome to have a glass of wine, see the exhibit, meet the artists, hear more from Guglielmo, and enjoy the advertisers. So thank you for your attention.
All right, so we're here at the MoCA event for the Italian Film Festival. And what brought you here, Janet?
What brought me here was Lito Cantarutti. I'm so grateful and proud to be a good friend of Lito's for many years. And he has been such a cultural treasure for our community and to the Italian community. And so when he told me about this exhibit coming all the way from Italy, I was thrilled for him, and I'm just thrilled to be here tonight.
Is there a favorite piece of yours here that you
I really loved Sophia Loren, and I also love Muhammad Ali. Floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee.
And are you attending the Italian Film Festival?
I will. I'll be there for opening night tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Elia Salomone Smith, and I have known Lito Cantarutti for 40 years. I'm thrilled, and I know how long Lito has worked, how hard he has worked to put this together. And I think it's extraordinary to see all these young Italians that are dedicating themselves to mosaici. As you can tell, I've taught Italian. I've taught at the College of Marin, and it's thrilling. And we're looking forward to tomorrow night's show, but more importantly, we want to come back and look at these incredible works, which really represent the best of Italy.
I'm Nancy Rakoff, Executive Director of the Marin Museum of Contemporary Art, and we are so thrilled to bring this exhibit to the public from northern Italy. These are 50 contemporary mosaic portraits from the Friuli region of northern Italy that a lot of people don't know about. But if you come here, you'll be able to see the amazing work. And with me is Beryl Miller, who's our installation manager. And when we opened the crate of these beautiful mosaic works from Italy, Beryl was the one who did it. So Beryl, what was your impression?
When I opened them?
When you opened the crate, yeah.
Oh, I was totally impressed. I had seen the pictures and I thought they were wonderful, but when I opened them and saw what they really were, that was something else. I don't know how they do that, how they get those soft features out of stone. Amazing.
We really feel that this is a great example of student artwork. These are mosaic students that are in a 3-year Master of Mosaic program in northern Italy, and we're just really impressed with the overall quality of each of the portraits. So we encourage everybody to come on out and decide for themselves what is their favorite portrait.
This is Guglielmo Zanette. I am the curator of the exhibition, 50 Faces exhibition, and I'm here for the private event made by Mocha and Lido Cantarutti. So I'm very excited about this opportunity and this exhibition in Novato. In Marin County, this is one of my favorite work. It's Jimi Hendrix, but also I like very much Iggy Pop. Very innovative composition. We have also Carlos Santana. He was the winner of 2018 competition. David Bowie, Michael Jackson, and Amy Winehouse. A little story about Amy Winehouse. She was the winner of the first edition of Mosaic Talent. So she's the only one not for sale.
Hi, I'm here for the exhibition at this Marin Mocha, and I'm really excited to be here because here it's shown my portrait of Robin Williams, and I love to see this portrait shown in this way with this light that's perfect for us, because mosaic usually it's not a thing that you can see well with the wrong light, because the surface is not plain. So sometimes when the light is not in the right way, the tiles make some shadows and the face come out wrong. I don't know why, it's like that. And so with this light, he comes out perfectly, and I'm really happy about it. I decided to realize the nose in a different way of contemporary mosaic. So I decided to do it with an hemisphere of polystyrene, painted, and then covered with resin that usually dentists use for our teeth. That was because I wanted to came it out from the portrait and to involve more the viewer.
Hello everyone, I'm Denise Tozon, and I made Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. So this portrait is made by paste vitre, smalti. It's a type of material that is made in Murano, near Venice. Also, there is these particular materials that are secrets. They attempt to recall the mechanical part of the armor, so they add to the character and the personality of the character. I made Johnny Depp as Edward Scissorhands. I made the face with the marbles and stones, and the hair are made with different materials like scissors and twigs and also leaves. This part is made by paste vitre, is a glass made in Murano, near Venice.
Hi, my name is Grania Flanagan, and I'm here at this unbelievably beautiful exhibit through my friend Lido Cantarutti, who is the director of the Italian Film Festival, which I have worked with him for many years. And when he told me about this exhibit, I couldn't quite understand and comprehend just how extraordinarily wonderful it is. Everybody should come and see this. It's unbelievably beautiful. It'll bring tears to your eyes and it'll bring smile to your face all at the same time. It's wonderful, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
And I'm Rich Denny, and I've known Lido for well over 30 years. The detail and the craftsmanship is just amazing, and the artists should be highly commended for this work. It's very unique, very special.
My name's Jim Levine, and I'm just thrilled to be here. I had no idea about the mosaics and the capabilities of the people from the region that Lido came from. And I've seen a lot of art. I grew up in New York City. We used to go to the Metropolitan Museum all the time. But this exhibit today is probably as inspiring as anything I've ever seen.
My name is Jennifer Francica, and I have known Lido Cantarutti for quite a while. Oh, hello. And we've been active participants with the Italian Film Festival, and then when we learned about this fantastic show, we just wanted to participate and get involved.
fantastic. And thank you, Jennifer, because also I heard that you were the trigger point, putting, Lido in connection with this beautiful place. This is a gem. And I think there are no other areas in California where you can see this, it resonate, with this kind of artistic content that we're presenting tonight. That's very nice. Awesome. Gina, tell us something.
I'm Gina Barsanti, and I'm a student of Lido Cantaruti's. And Jennifer, just introduced me to this mosaic art show and the festival, and now I'm volunteering with all of that and joining this community. And Claire here is with me tonight.
Fiance.
Cheers. Salute.
Salve, il mio nome è Sonia Liotto e sono stata invitata a questa mostra da Lido Cantarutti. Sono molto molto impressionata perché non mi aspettavo di trovare tanta arte in questi piccoli quadri e avevo letto un articolo tempo fa proprio su sul mosaico, sui ritratti fatti con mosaici, ma non mi ero resa conto di quanto potessero essere belli e interessanti. Ho scelto questo di Sophia Loren perché è vivido, è molto espressivo e sembra esattamente la foto dalla quale è stato ripreso. Sono comunque tutti belli e sono estremamente creativi, sia per le espressioni dei personaggi che sono stati ritratti, ma anche per la qualità dei materiali e l'assemblaggio dei materiali. Diciamo assemblaggio, ecco, se è una parola forse poco adatta per un mosaico, però la scelta più in particolare dei materiali che sono stati usati per creare questi mosaici è qualcosa di veramente unico. Complimenti alla Regione Friuli per avere prodotto degli artisti così bravi e grazie a Lido per aver organizzato questa mostra e grazie anche alla città di Novato e a Hamilton in particolare che ha allestito veramente in maniera sapiente tutto questo exhibit. Grazie.
Hi, I'm Anthony Aliotto, and I'm here because I'm Italian and I'm also American, and anything having to do with art and some good food from Friuli is an attraction. We also live close by here in Novato and are frequently in Italy too, so we are kind of from both worlds. When I say we, I mean my wife, who's standing right here. And so we picked this one only because there's a lot to say about Marlon Brando and of course Il Padrino, the series of Padrino 1, 2, and 3. And if you see those films and you have an Italian background, you can read a lot into the film because there's history, there's politics, and there's much to say. Not that it was just a great movie and so-and-so shot so-and-so, but there's also the political side and the reality of life in Italy back in that times. And therefore, this kind of means a lot to me because there's Sicily, there's history, there's politics, and there's so much to say in this one picture. And of course, Marlon Brando's a great actor, and how we got the part, I don't know, because he doesn't speak Italian, but he pulled it off. So I'll say goodbye. Arrivederci, and grazie dell'occasione di approfittare di tutti i quadri e l'ospitalità di Lido Cantarutti del Friuli.
Buonasera a tutti. My name is Lido Cantarutti and I'm speaking to you from the Marin Museum of Contemporary Art on a special gala night here tonight. We're introducing tonight a brand new exhibit of mosaic art, all done in Italy, all imported here from Italy, and not just Italy in general. But this exhibit is particularly poignant for me because it's coming from my region, my family's region in the northeast of Italy. That region is called Friuli, Venezia Giulia. So it's a place that's not just art, beautiful art, world-class art, but it has a personal family connection for me. So tonight we held this big gala opening tonight. We had a big crowd here tonight of people that came and admired the pictures. They enjoyed them and we included two of the artists who did some of these not paintings, they look like paintings, mosaic pieces. I'm very proud of them. They came here just the night before last from Italy. And this is their first time in America. They showcased their talent here. and show them our American hospitality. All of that, for all of those reasons, make me particularly touched by this evening and happy about the outcome of it. We've been working 1.5 years on this project. 1.5 years. From the beginning, I thought the quality of the art was well worth it. We should work on this thing. We should make it happen, even though it was not exactly easy. But we had a good work team, a fabulous work team here and in Italy. We worked together, and we made this happen step by step till we came to tonight's fulfillment, which is this exhibit here at MoCA. I'm glad to be part of it, and I'm glad to be with everybody tonight. And I thank you for the opportunity to greet everybody and say, come and see this beautiful Italian art. Mosaic art is a big thing in Italy. It's been done for centuries in Italy, all over the country. In Sicily, in the north of Italy, in the center of Italy. We have great examples of mosaic art. So nothing could be more representative of our art, of our culture. So we have that here in Marin now. I hope everybody will come and enjoy it. And while they're doing that, I hope they will also come to take part and enjoy the other program that I've been working on for 43 years, which is Italian cinema, another great art form for which the Italians are very good. And we have that show debuting tomorrow night also, at the Showcase Theater in San Rafael. 8 brand new award-winning Italian films. Another example of great creative Italian art. Everybody come. I'll look forward to seeing you there.